Thanks, Rhea. I'm here at Stedman's Recreation in Tooele looking at motorcycles, which is appropriate because today I'm about to take you on one of the most amazing road trips in the world. Now, for a lot of us, traveling is all about the destination. What happens between point A and point B really isn't much of a concern. Well, for motorcycle riders, that's a different story. For them, the journey itself is the most important part. There are a lot of famous motorcycle trips in the U.S., like the Blue Ridge Parkway in Virginia or the Pacific Coast Highway in California. Each offers something unique and memorable that can't be found anywhere else. Among those legendary opportunities is Utah Highway 12, a route unlike anything else on Earth.
Highway 12 is considered probably one of the top 10 motorcycle rides in the nation. Not just in Utah, it's in the nation. You get to go up over the Boulder Mountain, get to look down on the Henry Mountains, so you're looking down through the valley. It's a wonderful ride. It's got lots of twisties and turnies too. That's why it's considered one of the best bike rides in the nation.
Highway 12 was added to the Utah road system in 1914. At that time, it only went from the Bryce Canyon Junction to Tropic Reservoir. Today, it is 122 miles long and takes travelers through eons of history. The road was officially dubbed the Journey Through Time Scenic Byway, and rightfully so, as it descends into red canyons and winds along petrified sand dunes from ages past, when the West was a desert the size of the Sahara.
That's called the Hogsbacks. You're actually looking down on Calf Creek Falls from that point, but it's a very narrow road. At points, it's probably only 20, 30 feet. I mean, the road's here and then straight off on each side. It is breathtaking.
For Russ Stedman of Stedman's Recreation, motorcycles are in his DNA. As the third generation here at the shop, Russ has ridden his entire life and knows the thrill that comes with climbing on a metal steed and exploring the asphalt frontier.
It's a life-changing and an attitude-changing scenario when you actually get on a road bike. It's one of those things that you really can't explain to people.
Part of the joy of motorcycles comes from the camaraderie with other riders. While they seem very solitary at times, bikers are all about the communion of the ride, sitting and talking afterwards, sharing thoughts. Places like Highway 12 are amazing, and riders are inspired by the vistas and colors. But what is almost more special than the experience itself is the chance to talk about it with your fellow travelers, gaining their perspectives and adding them to your own. Since that communion is so important, Stedman's has put on an annual fall ride for the past 4 years to give bikers one final chance to enjoy their sport with a group of like-minded explorers before winter sets in and takes away their fun.
We wanted to do something to give back to our community, you know, and it just so happened that the first initial ride was on September 11th. So we've kind of taken that theme. It's been fun. It first started out as a day ride, and then last year we decided to do this overnight ride. I wasn't sure how it was going to turn out, but I asked most of the people down there, do you want to just do 1 day or 2 days? And most of them really like the venue, so we're doing another overnighter.
Red, White, and Road will set out from Torrey, Utah at the junction of Highways 12 and 24 the morning of September 14th. The ride will hit all the history and beauty offered on the route, including a return drive along Otter Creek and Highway 22. When we hit the road for a vacation, we think about what we will experience when we arrive at our final destination. That's normal, of course, but when the trip itself is the destination, that's when you'll find an understanding of the road and the environments it traverses that goes beyond just a blur at your periphery. The world fully takes shape, and you see things you never knew you were missing. Such is life on a motorcycle.
I actually just had that experience last week, and before I left, I was thinking about stresses of life and business and all this, and I was ornery, to be honest with you. And 10 minutes in the ride, I was giggling, I was laughing, my son was on back with me, and it was, it's just a change of attitude that happens instantly.
If you'd like to join Stedman's Recreation and AYL for Red, White, and Road on September 14th, you can sign up now at AYLTV.com. There's a graphic there, click on it, it'll take you exactly where you need to go. Now it's $35, and that includes an event t-shirt, a Dutch oven dinner, and the chance to just have an amazing day with a great group of people. You will not regret it, so sign up today. Well, I'm Stephen Heumann for AYL. Now let's head back to our game show contestants and find out how well they paid attention to this story.